Well, hello, good morning. My name is Jeremiah Nickel, also on Reddit, JT Nickel. So that was fun. Uh, I probably shouldn't feel this good as a long-term holder to see the price go back to where a lot of people did call the $7 range, and now people are saying $5 and $4 and $3. Ooh. So for me, as a long-time holder, this is where I get excited because my roadmap has always been through like 2018, right? So I've been doing these weekly buys, and today I feel like the $7, 7.80 price range or so that we touched on is kind of like a place where I would actually put a little bit more money on. So I'm not a trader really. I'm just a long-term holder. I like to read the news. I mean, I'm looking at all the bugs and all the fixes and everything that developers are working on. And the biggest cry from the community is, where's our glorious dApps that we've been waiting for and hoping for? Well, I kind of feel like they need to get the highway fixed, right? They're working on it. They're working on the highway to get the platform stable enough. And from what I understand, is that you don't really want to roll out dApps that are executing contracts without having everything kind of fixed on the platform. Now, I could be totally wrong on this, but what it would cause is a whole lot of friction between those dApps executing commands autonomously if the road underneath them keeps shifting. All right, so that's my layman's way of looking at it. Maybe I'm a big fool, okay? Most of the time I have been, but I feel that in another year, year and a half or so, it's going to start to get the ecosystem up to par. The developers are working on developing. They're not there to prop up the price, right? So this isn't a pump and dump scheme type of development platform where it's all about the marketing, because they're producing code in a way for people to code on top, and hopefully in a way that hasn't really been done before. And as far as I can tell, nothing out there in the next year is going to come close to the potential, but it's difficult. It's tough. So if you're like me, I like the trading subreddit because it is super fun to watch all the bears and the bulls go at it, and I learn a lot from you guys. In fact, you may label me as a perma bull, but in reality, some of the people I like to listen to the most often get a lot of downvotes on there. And it's funny, now that we're back down into the $7 range, people are kind of like being real about it. And those people are starting to get some upvotes because they've been saying it all along. And you know what? If they're going to rub it in your face that they were right, then they were right. So some people obviously play to show their hand only when it's benefiting them, right? So I wouldn't be, if you're a trader, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for your loss if you have cashed out or if you were forced to. Apparently with margin trading that can happen. I don't know. I don't pay a whole lot of attention. I try to understand it, but I'm a pretty addictive person. I think if I got into shorting and all that stuff, I would wreck myself faster than ever. So for me, this is that time when I think a lot of people are going to start moving into the average dollar cost stuff over the next few months, right? The bubble hopefully is nearing the end of its cycle. And I'm a realist. It could dip down even lower. By God, go for it. Let's do it, because it's going to take another year or so for things to come down the pipeline, and for proof of stake in the major metropolis updates and so on. The other thing is I'm a miner, so I'm in a pretty unique situation here where I have relatively cheap power, cheaper than it should be in my area because of a special circumstance with one of my investors. The second thing that's to my benefit is that because the price has dropped, the difficulty is going down because I think a lot of miners are going offline. The third thing is we never upgraded our graphics cards. We're sitting on the R7 370s and have been since around March. And they're slower than the new generation cards, but we decided against making an upgrade for more hash power in lieu of this idea that maybe the price was going to dive, and it has. And so I'm kind of wondering how those miners are dealing with this on the R9 390s or whatever the next gen cards were, because for my mind, the switch over point of profitability in mining was around October. And now that the price is down and the difficulty is still relatively high, I'm wondering what's going to happen with those miners if they're going to cash out gear. But of course, we don't have proof of stake on the roadmap just yet, so mining could go on for quite a long time. Inflation going up, price will probably go down if people are cashing out. We're holding. We've paid off half of our gear. We have the rest of our assets that I feel like will be okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a short video. I feel like this is going to be the most exciting time right now. This is where we're going to see the bears come out in force, full on. We'll probably dip again. Great. And I feel like the bulls are starting to line up too. For me, it's like caramel, peanut, chocolate covered popcorn time through Christmas. Not just because of the holiday season, but because I think the action in the market might be interesting. Bitcoin is leveled out, and it could go another leg up. I'm wondering how exhausted the sellers are in Ethereum now that we've kind of hit this $7 mark. I mean, boy, wow, just dropped overnight $1 or whatever it was. I didn't really look closely. Well, actually, I have a chart on my computer here for now the USD pair. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm like re-energized, as if it's honestly, it's like the reverse euphoria of the bubble for me. And I don't know how many of you guys that are in a similar situation feel about this price drop, but I'm energized by it. And so anyway, I haven't made a video in a long time. I'm not trying to spread any FUD or FOMO or anything like that. Okay. I'm not like the smartest guy in the room. I'm the only guy in the room, I guess, that makes me the smartest guy in my classroom. And I'm smarter than the average second or third grader. Fifth grader is a little different. They can compete with me. So I'm probably the last guy you need advice from. But anyway, I just want to throw out some vibes to you of what I'm thinking. And I love you guys. And I always enjoy your posts. And man, the trolls are back. Anyway, we'll see you around, guys. Be good and take care of yourselves. And please be smart with your money. Okay? Please be smart with your money and enjoy the rest of the holiday season if I don't make a video between now and Christmas. Take care.